Hello and welcome to our third lesson of nutrition, breakfast story time. So in this lesson, we're going to explain to the students that breakfast is a really important meal of the day. It is also the very first meal of the day. Um, Again, because it is your first meal of the day, it's important that it is a really balanced meal, that it's really healthy for you so that you can start off your day with a lot of energy and the nutrients necessary. So, again, we can read this book, My Breakfast, a book about great morning meal, My World by Heather Feldman. Reading this book in the beginning of the class also gets the students in the mood for the lesson. It gets them, it gives them a better understanding of what we're going to be talking about for the next hour. Once you're done reading the book, it shouldn't take longer than 5 to 10 minutes. We can go on and talk about or include the vocabulary. So, categorizing healthy foods and unhealthy foods on the whiteboard can help the students, in, try to tell them apart. So, making a chart with healthy foods on one side and unhealthy foods on the right side. Healthy foods are usually uh, high in vitamins, high in minerals, and they usually have less calories than unhealthy foods. Unhealthy foods usually have high levels of sugar, high levels of fats, and very high levels of calories. So, allowing the students to distinguish these vocabulary words and terms, you know, helps them distinguish and identify what kind of choices they should be making when they're going to eat a well balanced breakfast and meal. So, once we're done talking about the vocabulary, we're going to move on to that class activity. So, again, explaining to the students that breakfast is really good for them. It's a meal that should be eaten every day, especially for little kids, and that it should be really healthy and should be a really balanced diet or meal. So, we're going to have the students get in a circle in the class if that's possible. Um, my classroom, I co taught with another friend. Her name was Miss Yvonne. We co taught in the classroom and we had all the students get in a circle like this. Again, if you have the space in your classroom, this is highly encouraged, but if you don't have space, sitting at the desk is also okay. So, once the students are sitting on the rug, one student is going to start off the activity. If the student wants to volunteer first, that's fine. And then the next student next to the student will follow up until everyone in the circle has participated in this activity. So, what is activity? The activity is basically asking the students what they ate for breakfast um, that day. So, if they don't remember, it's fine. They can make up a breakfast. But what we're going to ask the students is what they ate for breakfast and how that breakfast was made. So, for example, we can ask the student what they ate for breakfast. They can say they made pancakes. And we ask them, well, how did you make the pancakes? They can say that their parent um, got the flour, vanilla, sugar, the pancake mix, anything that they use to make pancakes, and they can say that's those were the ingredients they used to make pancakes. Um, the student is also encouraged into, you know, acting out the process of making the breakfast or the pancake. Um, Also asking the students to describe the breakfast. How did it look like? How did it taste? Smell? Um, was there any liquid? Trying to get as much description from this breakfast and even including, acting out the very act of making that breakfast. And let's say one student says that, well, maybe they went to McDonald's to eat breakfast. We can encourage the student into maybe not going to McDonald's for breakfast, maybe making or encouraging them into eating homemade food because it is way healthier than eating out, you know? And also, let's say the student said they ate a donut. We can also encourage the student into, choosing a healthier alternative. Maybe instead of a donut, they can eat a bagel. So also, this activity is trying to encourage the students into leaning towards eating breakfast that is one, homemade, and two, very healthy for them. Because again, they need to be healthy and strong so that they can grow and develop into smart individuals. So that is the conclusion of lesson 3. Thank you.